Dear students, today we will discuss the remaining questions of chapter 3, that is human reproduction. The question number 16 is identify true or false statement, correct each false statement to make it correct. तो आपको पता ही है कि इसमें आपको केवल इतना पता करना है कि ये फॉल्स है या ट्रू है, लेकिन अगर वो स्टेटमेंट फॉल्स है तो उसको आपको करेक्ट भी करना पड़ेगा. तो सबसे पहले हम चलते हैं. ए, एंड्रोजन्स आर प्रोड्यूस्ड बाय सर्टोली सेल्स. You know these androgens are not produced by Sertoli cell, hence this statement is false, and you can correct it as androgens are produced by Leydig cells, or you can say interstitial cells. Now the second is spermatozoa get nutrition from Sertoli cells. This statement is true, and you can say that there is no need to correct it. It is already a correct statement. Now the C, Leydig cells are found in ovary. No, this statement is false. Leydig cells are found in the seminiferous tubules. D, Leydig cells synthesize androgens. Already this is a correct statement that these androgens are synthesized in the Leydig cells. Now the E, oogenesis takes place in corpus luteum. This is a false statement, and you can correct it as oogenesis takes place in ovary. The statement F is menstrual cycle ceases during pregnancy. This is exactly correct statement. No need to correct it. Whenever fertilization takes place, no menstrual cycle or menstruation occurs. The last is presence or absence of hymen is not a reliable indicator of virginity or the sexual experience. This is also a correct statement, and there is no need to correct it as such. तो इस तरह से हमने क्वेश्चन नंबर 16 डिस्कस किया. अब हम क्वेश्चन नंबर 17 डिस्कस करेंगे. क्वेश्चन इज व्हाट इज मेंस्ट्रुअल साइकिल, व्हिच हार्मोन्स रेगुलेट मेंस्ट्रुअल साइकिल. You know the reproductive cycle in female primates, that is primates include monkeys, apes and human beings. This cycle is called as menstrual cycle, and the beginning of this menstrual cycle at puberty is called as menarche. This is the initiation or beginning of the menstrual cycle, and in human female it is repeated at an average interval of 28-29 days. The cycle of events starting from one menstruation till the next one is called as menstrual cycle, and you know that one ovum is released during the middle of this cycle. This menstrual cycle in case of human being, it is of 28 or 29 days, and this ovulation, that is egg, is released during the middle of the cycle, that is on the 14th day. Now you know that there are many events that take place during this cycle, and these are, as the first event is, the first phase is menstrual phase. Now what is the menstrual phase? During this phase, menstrual flow occurs, and it lasts for 3 to 5 days. The menstrual flow results due to the breakdown of the endometrial lining of the uterus and its blood vessels, which forms a liquid, and that comes out through the vagina. You know that this menstrual phase means menses, and what happened during this phase? There is a breakdown of this endometrial lining of the uterus, and the surrounding blood vessel, they also broke down, and a liquid comes out of the vagina, and this phase is called as menstrual phase. Now the second is follicular phase, or follicular phase occurs in the ovary, and this proliferative phase, this occurs in the uterus simultaneously. Both of them, they occur simultaneously. Now what happens during this phase? Primary follicles grow to become fully mature Graafian follicles, and simultaneously the endometrium or endometrial lining of the uterus regenerates through the proliferation. These changes are induced by change in the level of pituitary as well as ovarian hormones. The secretions of gonadotropins, that is, gonadotropin means follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone, that increases gradually during this phase. This stimulates follicular development. You know this follicular development occurs in the ovary and the secretions of estrogens by the growing follicles. Now both luteinizing and follicle stimulating hormones attain a peak in the middle of the cycle, that is during the 14th day, and the rapid secretion of this luteinizing hormone on the 14th day, or you can say on the in the middle of this cycle, leading to maximum level at the middle of cycle, and this maximum level of this LH hormone is called as luteinizing surge. And what is the role of this luteinizing surge? It induces the rupture of Graafian follicle. It means it helps in the ovulation. तो दिस वाज द फॉलिकुलर फेज. फॉलिकुलर फेज को अगर हम समराइज करें तो फॉलिकुलर फेज जो है ओवरी और यूट्रस में एक बराबर तरीके से चलेगा. वहां पर क्या होगा, जो पिट्यूटरी और ओवेरियन हार्मोन है वो क्या करते हैं, इसको कंट्रोल करते हैं. और आपको पता है कि जो गोनेडोट्रोफिन्स होते हैं उनका लेवल धीरे धीरे इस फेज में बढ़ता जाता है और वो एक पीक वैल्यू तक चला जाता है. पीक वैल्यू अटेन करता है वो 14th डे में. और जब 14th डे में लुटिनाइजिंग हार्मोन की पीक वैल्यू होती है तो उस समय क्या होता है, वहां पर जो ग्राफियन फॉलिकल है, क्योंकि इस पूरे फेज के दौरान वो डेवलप कर चुके होते हैं, वो ओवम को रिलीज कर देते हैं. दिस इज कॉल्ड एज ओव्यूलेशन. अब इसका जो लास्ट फेज है that is called as luteal phase. Now what is the luteal phase? The Graafian follicle, you know, already there is ovulation. Now when this ovulation takes place, these Graafian follicles, they change into the corpus luteum, and this corpus luteum now secretes the large amount of progesterone, and this progesterone is needed for the maintenance of a endometrium, and this endometrium is essential for the implantation. Now what happens when fertilization takes place, or you can say pregnancy is there, then these events are stopped, and in the absence of fertilization, now the corpus luteum, which is not required now, that gets degenerated, and the endometrium lining of the uterus that breaks down, and this marks the beginning of a new cycle, and that is the menstrual phase again starts, and it is the beginning of a new cycle. And you know this menstrual cycle, it ceases at the age of 50 in case of human female, and this cessation of menstrual cycle or menstruation is called as menopause. Now the second part was which hormones regulate menstrual cycle. You have already learned about this cycle, these hormones, and these are follicle as well as luteinizing hormones from the pituitary, and progesterone as well as estrogen hormone from the ovary. So these were the hormones which regulate the menstrual cycle. Question number 18 is, what is parturition? Which hormones are involved in the induction of this parturition? Now the answer is, what is parturition? You know, this is also called a childbirth. The process of delivery of a fetus, you can say fully developed fetus, is called as parturition. It is induced by complex neuroendocrine mechanism, and the signal for parturition originate from the fully developed fetus and the placenta, which induce mild uterine contractions, and these mild uterine contractions are called as fetal ejection reflex. Now this triggers the release of oxytocin from the maternal pituitary. The oxytocin acts as a uterine muscles and causes stronger uterine contractions, which in turn stimulate the further secretion of oxytocin. जहां तक इस आंसर की बात है तो आपको पता है कि पार्चुरेशन के लिए सिग्नल कहां से मिलता है, जैसे ही बेबी फुली ग्रो कर जाता है, फीटस फुली ग्रो कर जाता है और प्लेसेंटा वहां पर बना होता है, वो क्या करते हैं, वो माइल्ड यूट्राइन कंट्रैक्शन को स्टार्ट कर देते हैं, और जो कंट्रैक्शन स्टार्ट होती है दे आर कॉल्ड एज फीटल इजेक्शन रिफ्लेक्स. और जैसे ही फीटल इजेक्शन रिफ्लेक्स बनती है, वो क्या करती है, वो मैटरनल पिट्यूटरी से ऑक्सीटोसिन के रिलीज को ट्रिगर करती है, और ऑक्सीटोसिन क्या करता है, वो यूट्रस की मसल्स पे एक्ट करता है और वहां उन कॉन्ट्रैक्शन को स्ट्रॉन्गर एंड स्ट्रॉन्गर बनाता है, और खुद पॉजिटिव फीडबैक के थ्रू अपनी सिक्रीशन को भी बढ़ाता है. नो द स्टिमुलेटरी रिलीज ऑफ stimulatory reflex between uterine contraction and oxytocin secretion continues, resulting in the stronger and stronger contraction. This leads to the expulsion of the baby out of the uterus through the birth canal, Now soon after the baby is delivered, the placenta is also expelled out of the uterus. तो ये आपको पता है कि जितनी ज्यादा सिक्रेशन होती जाएगी ऑक्सीटोसिन की, वो क्या करती है, उससे जो यूट्रस की कंट्रैक्शन है वो उतनी ज्यादा बढ़ती जाएगी, उससे एक पुशिंग इफेक्ट क्रिएट होता है कि जो बेबी है वो यूट्रस से यू कैन से बर्थ कैनाल की ओर पुश होगा और अल्टीमेटली इट इज एक्सपेल्ड आउट और यू कैन से इट इज डिलीवर्ड. अब बात रही हार्मोन्स की, तो हार्मोन्स की अगर हम बात करें तो यहाँ पे दो हार्मोन्स बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले करते हैं. वन इज oxytocin. Now what is the role of oxytocin? You know that it causes the uterine muscles to contract vigorously and directs the fully developed fetus towards the birth canal. Now the relaxin, it relaxes the pelvic ligaments and widens the pelvis so that the birth become easier. So these were the two hormones which were involved in this parturition, that is oxytocin and relaxin, having different rules. One makes the contraction of uterus very rapid, and the role of other hormone, that is relaxin, is to widen the pelvis to assist an easier birth. तो ये दोनों हार्मोन थे. एक ऑक्सीटोसिन था जो यूट्रस की जो कॉन्ट्रैक्शन है उसको विग्रस एंड वेगरस बनाता है ताकि उसको बेबी को पुश किया जा सके, और रिलैक्सिन क्या करता है, उसके लिए पाथ बनाता है. मतलब क्या करेगा कि जो पेल्विस है उसको वाइडन कर देता है, उसको ब्रॉडर कर. Question number 19. In our society, the women are often blamed for giving birth to daughters. Can you explain why this is not correct? You know, this is not correct. This is absolutely rubbish statement. And you know that in case of human beings, we have 23 pairs of chromosomes. Out of these 23 pairs of chromosome, 22 pairs of chromosome are exactly same in males as well as in females, and these are called as autosomes. Only one pair is different in male and female. In case of female, it is XX and it is XY in case of males. You know that the females can produce ova of one type, that is they can produce ova with X chromosome. On the other hand, males can produce two types of sperm, that is sperm with X chromosome as well as sperm with Y chromosome, and it is only the sperms having Y chromosome that can lead to the birth of male child. So to blame the woman is for the birth of the daughter has no significance or no meaning. तो इसका मतलब ये है क्योंकि जो स्पर्म्स होते हैं वो दो टाइप के होते हैं. हिट्रोगैमेटिक होता है मेल, मतलब वो क्या है, दो डिफरेंट टाइप के गैमेट्स प्रोड्यूस कर सकता है. डिफरेंट टाइप्स का मतलब क्या हुआ कि जो एक्स क्रोमोसोम वाले स्पर्म भी प्रोड्यूस कर सकता है और वाई क्रोमोसोम वाले स्पर्म भी प्रोड्यूस कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि केवल जो वाई क्रोमोसोम वाला स्पर्म है वो डिसाइड करता है कि जो चाइल्ड होगा वो मेल होगा. अदरवाइज फीमेल के पास तो केवल एक्स क्रोमोसोम होते हैं, वो तो केवल ऐसे चाइल्ड ही बना सकते हैं जिनमें एक एक्स क्रोमोसोम हो, और दूसरा जो वाई क्रोमोसोम है वो कहाँ से आएगा, वो मेल से आएगा. तो इसके लिए सोसाइटी में जो फीमेल्स को ये रिस्पॉन्सिबल माना जाता है, इसका कोई मतलब नहीं है. ये बिल्कुल ही एक गलत स्टेटमेंट है. नाउ कमिंग टू सेकंड लास्ट क्वेश्चन. हाउ मेनी एग्स आर रिलीज्ड बाय ओवरी इन अ मंथ? हाउ मेनी एग्स do you think would have released if mother gave birth to identical twins? Would your answer change if the twin born were fraternal? Definitely. You know that only one egg is released during the middle of the menstrual cycle in case of human female, and sometime or rarely it may be two, but not more than two. But as the common is one egg is released during each menstrual cycle or during a month. Now, if the twins are identical means they are monozygotic. मतलब क्या हुआ कि एक zygote के division से वो बनेंगे. Then only one egg will be produced and it will be fertilized by the sperm, and then the zygote form will be divided to form two zygotes, and each one of them will develop into the identical twins, and both of them will have the same genetic makeup, or you can say that they will be genetically similar. Now, on the other hand, when the twins are fraternal means dizygotic. Dizygotic means they are developed from the separate zygote. In this case, two egg cells will be produced per month. in the female, and they will be fertilized by the different sperms. Now the last question is, how many eggs do you think were released by the ovary of a female dog which gave birth to 6 puppies? तो जब भी फीमेल डॉग 6 पपीज को बर्थ देंगी तो उसकी जो ओवरी होगी उसमें 6 ओवा ही प्रोड्यूस होंगी. द ओवरी विल रिलीज 6 ओवा एंड दीज will be fertilized by the 6 sperm, hence each will develop into a puppy. तो इसका मतलब है कि हमारे पास सीधा सा क्वेश्चन है कि कितने होंगे, तो 6 ही क्वेश्चन होंगे, 6 ही ओवा होंगे और वो अलग से फर्टिलाइज होंगे और हर जो है एक इसमें इंडिविजुअल में डेवलप कर जाएगा. इट विल डेवलप सेपरेटली. मतलब क्या होगा कि उनका जेनेटिक मेकअप सबका अलग अलग होगा. तो इस तरह से आज हमने ह्यूमन रिप्रोडक्शन जो चैप्टर है उसको कंप्लीटली समाप्त कर लिया. जितने भी क्वेश्चन थे उनको भी हमने अलग अलग डिस्कस किया. अब हम जो इस यूनिट के लास्ट चैप्टर की बात करेंगे कि जो रिप्रोडक्टिव हेल्थ है इसकी बात करेंगे नेक्स्ट वीडियो में. थैंक यू वेरी मच.